Yes, and welcome back to the 94 Club for your daily dose of country music. Hey, look, this week we've got some exciting artists coming up on the channel. I'm taking a look at some Home Free again. We're looking at Trampled by Turtles, Ryan Bingham, Tyler Childers is back, Colter Wall is back, Turnpike Troubadours are back, and we're going to look at, who else are we going to look at? The Hill Country Devil again as well. And just remember, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest videos. And hit that subscribe button and you'll become part of the community here, and we'd love to have you as part of the 94 Club. Anyway, let's see who we've got today. Right then, back again. Colter Wall on a Wednesday. We're listening to Bob Fudge. You've seen it in the title of the video. You're about to watch it here with me. So yeah, we're gonna have a little listen to this song. I assume Bob Fudge is about a person. It's one of these. I assume it's one of these storytelling masterclasses of Colter Wall. I am here for it. I'm ready to listen. I just don't even think I can read too much into the title. I don't know the name Bob Fudge. I don't know if that's sort of representative of a certain location, or whether it's a monument, or whether it's someone that was well known, or whether it's just someone that we don't know about and he's going to tell us about. Anyway, by Ian Tyson. So is this a cover? I think it might be a cover. Cool. Well, we're gonna get into it now. Let's go.
My name is Bob Fudge, and I was born in Texas, Lampasas County, back during the war. Smallpox and Comanches took most of my family, left my poor mother, my brothers and me. So I headed north to ride for the blockers. They were contracting herds for the Montana range. In the spring of the year '82, left old Lampasas with 2,000 steers for the Little Bighorn.
So he has this really nice way of telling a story, and he always builds it up quite slowly. And what I've noticed, he'll really hit it home in the last third of the song. I think obviously he's painting a picture on what kind of person Bob Fudge is, where he's from, exactly where he's from, back during the war, what time it is that this is happening, smallpox and what's that? Comanche, I don't even know what that means. But they're obviously things that they had to contend with, so big diseases, kind of similar to how we're going through coronavirus now, but probably a lot worse. Took most of my, so the diseases they faced back then took most of the family, left my poor mother, my brothers and me. So obviously took people in the family away, and they died due to the virus. So he's kind of painting that there. Anyway, we're going to carry on with this. Let it play out.
Crossing our trails, there were many great rivers, all to be crossed. Not a bridge would we find in the cold rolling waters, then the wild plunging cattle. There was many a young man took leave of his life. crossed at Dawn's store into the Indian Nation. Saw the blood on the rocks, those cowboys that died. Then it's on to Fort Dodge, on the Arkansas River, where gamblers and whores all welcomed us there. In the great snow-capped peaks, they were on our left side now, for many a mile, in a great silent land. When I first saw Montana, I knew I would love her. I would ride her great ranges till the end of my days. Ooh. She's all cut and dry now, and the trails are all gone. I've been to Yellowstone Park in an automobile. I can still see 'em swimming. Boys, I can still hear 'em running. I came off of the trail when cowboys was king. My name is Bob Fudge. I died in Montana. Ooh.
So I think it's safe to say the boy is absolutely fantastic at what he does. Just this isn't the kind of thing that I would have ever thought of listening to before this, before I started this channel, and he's quickly become an absolute I don't know. He's definitely like a favourite of mine. I find myself listening to this kind of music while I'm driving long distance now. Yeah, I just find it so, and it goes so fast as well while I'm listening. It's just absolutely brilliant. Yeah, anyway, the song's cyclical, so you start and you come to a perfect end almost. And you just go on this whole journey throughout, so I'll talk through the lyrics and I'll talk about the song as we go. My name is Bob Fudge. I was born in Texas, Lancaster County, back during the war. So I said this in the middle as well. You get an idea of who he is, where he's from, what the time was when this was done, and I think this was potentially World War One, so like a 1914 time maybe, when cars were just coming in. I might be way off. My knowledge of history isn't the best. I'm only learning through Colter really now. My school days are way over, but I assume we're looking at about 1914. Maybe it's pre that, but we'll say later in the song, automobiles are coming in. So he's one of these horse riding cowboys that are around transitioning just as cars are coming in, and horses are almost losing their importance in terms of transportation. So there's a lot of difficulties that he's got to contend with, and you can't have that old school like outlaw cowboy way of life when police are hunting you down by car while you're on the back of a horse. And he goes, so I headed north to ride for the blockers. They were contracting herds on the Montana range. And what we kind of get from this is he's painting a picture of he's becoming a ranch hand almost. potentially, or a, what do we call it before, a cowpoke, someone who's out there herding in the spring of the year 82. So yeah, I was way off with my earlier estimation. So this is 1882, right? Okay. With 2,000 steers for the Little Bighorn. Crossing our trails, there were many great rivers all to be crossed. Not a bridge would we find in the cold rolling waters. And you can imagine, like, the roads weren't set up for widespread transportation back then. So you were going down the side of a river trying to find a point to cross. In the cold rolling waters and the wild plunging cattle, and that's just a beautiful picture of all of them I've seen it in like films and documentaries and stuff where they all just descend on the water and just stampede through it. There was many a young man took leave of his life. So imagine you trying to get across that water when you get stampeded by a cattle. You imagine that you're not going to make it across every time. So even working as a ranch hand or working as a cowboy or cowpoke or whatever it is that we're calling them, you can educate me. Well, we crossed at Doan's Store into the Indian Nation, saw the blood on the rocks where the cowboys had died. Maybe this is to do with a very specific war of where cowboys did enlisted in the army to go and fight, and they died in a war against the Indians. Maybe. I'm saying maybe because I don't know. I'm trying to work it out through this song. Obviously, if you know what happened in 82, you're going to be able to tell me. Then it's on Fort Dodge. So you're going on this journey with them on the Arkansas River where gamblers and the whores are welcomed as there. So I guess the way they see that is that's the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And that's where they unwind, have fun, have a drink and get up to mischief. And the great snow-capped peaks. So he's painting a picture of the scenery as we go through this. It's just such a beautiful song. Are on our left side now for many miles in the great silent land. When I first saw Montana, I knew I would love her. And this is beautiful. This is like you're painting a picture of a land and your appreciation of land, being a cowboy or whatever, being able to see it and ride it each day. And he's comparing it to a woman, and there's so many little nuances and so many sort of little nuances and what's the word? Entendres maybe? I don't know if that's a word, but there's so many little relations that he's got, and he's comparing a woman to the land that he loves, and he's got admiration from both. And we know in country music there's a big admiration for land, so it's a nice relation there. Nice way to relate there. Sorry. I would ride her Great Plains till the end of my days, and that's a little relation to you know what. But she's all cut and dry now, and the trails are all gone. I've been to Yellowstone in an automobile, so he's saying, look, the cars are coming in, and the old riding trails have gone where you would ride your horses. Now you've got roads, and the cut and dry is just saying that it's not been ridden on or watered properly in many years. But I can still see him swimming. Boys, I can still hear him running. So when he's looking along these plains and looking at where they used to herd cattle and used to see him running through the water, I came off the trails when Cowboy was king. So he was riding right at the top of his game while cowboys were still idolized. And I think they still are. Obviously not as much as they once were, but my name is Bob Fudge and I died in Montana, so it just brings a perfect end to his life and just shows what kind of guy he is and what life he's lived. And there's nothing like particularly, there wasn't any big twists and turns in that. It wasn't a murder ballad. I wasn't confused about where we were going with that. It was just a nice story throughout, start to finish, of a man called Bob Fudge. I would like to know who Bob Fudge is, so if you know, please let me know, because he said it's based on a true story. So yeah, let me know in the comments. Anyway, I've talked more than enough about this. We've gone through the lyrics, we've enjoyed the music. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest videos, and please hit that subscribe button and you will join the community right here, the 94 Club. We would love to have you, so get involved in the comments and everything. Thank you. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.